Good evening, my friends. It's Megabyte here. And we've rewound the clock back to the legacy version of Lime Rock Park. That's right, with the crest, where these Mustangs are almost guaranteed to catch a little bit of air. How many of them are going to hit the wall on the other side? That's what we're here to find out. And we're also here to find out who can sling these big V8s around the track the fastest. We qualified P4 in this 1.9K strength of field. Let's grid up, see how it goes. All right, everybody, we're getting ready to take the green flag here at the legacy version of Lime Rock. It's a real trip being back here. The track has just looked so different than the newer scanned version. So here we go, though. We're all grouped up, ready to take the green flag. Well, that was a mistake to go to the outside. Unbelievable.
Ooh, little pile up.
Really thought I gave him enough room. Really thought I gave him plenty of room there. Also really don't think the car would be that damaged from that little tap. Well, this week's over. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, what a bummer. Well, we made a bit of a mistake here, miscalculation. I should have just stayed in line. It's just Malone missed the start so bad. I had a run on him. Felt like I had to go outside. And then, of course, David Moore dives it in inside. Malone takes me out wide. The next thing you know, we're marred down in traffic with Ray Bader. And I sure feel like I gave him enough room here, but let's find out. Yep, I definitely gave him enough room. He was just on that inside line and underestimated how much he was going to drift out. I should have just given him more room, I guess. That is what did the damage to the car then, is Brock Shoemaker running into me. I turned the tires off. What are you doing? Why did they put new tires on it? That was stupid. I definitely thought I turned those off at the beginning of the race, but maybe not. Doesn't matter now. Well, this will be a drop week for us as well. Major bummer because it was a big chance to make up points on Kevin Parrish. I was also just looking forward to having a nice race around classic Lime Rock here, but it wasn't to be. We'll see if we can string together some laps here, though, and I don't know. Probably not going to gain anything. guess it was my week to get dead. Although I thought I already paid my dues for that when we all wrecked at Portland. Well, once again, at Portland, I was the only one that got the major damage. Yeah, I'm the only one a lap down. But we'll finish it out. Try to salvage, not totally lose our safety rating. We're going to lose quite a bit with 6x on this. $57.1, that's quick. Oh, missed that one bad. My best lap's a 57.4. Well, that's faster than the best lap. Man, that would have been a flying fast lap, too. Block's still riding damage from that incident. Man, feels like we would have been pretty competitive if we'd been able to keep it on the track. Well, it's fun passing all these cars that I'm a lap down to. Track is really gripped up. No lift. Oh, there's a big off track. It's impressive you can get into fifth gear around this track. Oh boy. Hot dog at it. Now we're behind Ray Bader, but a lap down. Ray Bader, who took us out at the beginning of the race. I know it was an accident, Ray, if you're watching this. I know you didn't do it on purpose. It's gonna be nuts doing PCC here. Man, this track is fun. Oh boy. All right, see if we can put in a hot one.
No, Malone!
Sounds like Malone wrecked out. That's 2 weeks in a row then for him.
Good race. Shame you in there for you.
Oh man, I was pushing so hard. Good win, Chad.
Thank you, did not expect that.
Yeah, congrats, Chad.
First one with all you big guys.
Tom, watching you go over that crest, I thought you were going to lose it so many times. Your rear was going wild.
Well, I guess it was my week to get dead. Not the most exciting race for my end, but sounds like they had a good one out front. Finishing 15th after qualifying 4th. All right, here we are back at the start of this one again. Malone missed the start by just a hair, and it basically forced me to go outside like this. And then when David Moore dives down his inside, he has to like let it out a little bit to the left, which kind of pushes me more wide. And then we just end up in the outside here with Brock Shoemaker, a very fast driver, pushing right there. And Ray Bader ends up on the outside right here. He tries to push into this corner on the inside. And yeah, that's just too sharp of an angle. There was no real way he was going to make that corner from that angle. And I mean, I could have left a little more space, but I definitely left a car width there, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure many of the other people I race with, if they had been on the inside right there, they would have not. No, it wasn't on purpose. But anywho, after that, we were just kind of riding along, trying to set fast laps, which we came close to the fastest lap. But let's not look at that accident anymore. Let's take a look at some of this action up front. Malone falls to 3rd place, and we got Thomas Ballard and Chad McNeese fighting it out for the win. Did Chad already leave? Because he ran a heck of a race. Yeah, heck of a race and a heck of a qualifying there, Chad. Nice job tonight, man.
Thank you very much. I'll just owe this all the way back to my 2006 to 2008 data days here, apparently, from spinning tons and tons of laps on this track. Thank you.
Yeah, I just finished the race. No, just kidding.
Sorry, what was it?
I was saying I was so far back, I just finished the race, but I'm just joking.
Dude, yeah, I know. You and then Matt was pushing so hard at the end, I thought for sure he was going to get me till he lost the rear.
Yeah, I got tangled up on the first lap. I was out first right off the bat, so.
Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to battling on this classic legacy track too. It would have been fun. Dang, look at Malone pushing hard. He's going after it, trying to catch up to Thomas Ballard here.
I was nervous the whole time, but luckily held it together.
He's putting time out there. Look at Malone diving it in deep here. Going for the move down the inside into turn 1. Thomas Ballard keeping his cool, keeping the momentum up on the outside. Malone all over the curbs.
That last lap attack from Matt, that was amazing. I'm watching it now, and you did great.
Thank you. Yeah, it was tricky. I had that compromised entry into turn 1, and that really let Matt get right on my bumper.
Hey, it took me 11 incident points to catch up to you and some help from lap traffic, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, Malone, looks like you were pushing pretty hard, man. I'm watching your first push laps here, and you're all over the curbs, buddy.
Yeah, that was fun.
Definitely save that replay.
Yeah, heck of a race out of these three, it looks like. Let's get ahead here. He must get around Thomas at some point. Oh, it looks like Thomas makes a pretty bad mistake here. Pushes wide coming out of the second to last corner. Out there mowing the grass. But he keeps the inside line here. Smart move. Makes it really hard for Malone to turn in and get the momentum on him. And at this point, Chad's got him way
Thanks for
out.
the props, everybody. We'll see you again next week.
Yep, see you next week. Good win.
Every Monday, we'll do it again. How does Malone make it up here? He's having a lot of trouble getting around Thomas Ballard. Ballard's been showing some pretty good pace this season. I believe he's fourth place in the championship, too, so it's probably a good finish for him here. Oh, he's going to take the inside defensive line down here into turn one. He was able to defend Malone earlier by taking the outside line. Oh, but he holds it. Oh, but Malone's got him. Little switchback. Coming around on the other line here now. He's going to have a good run out of here. Can he capitalize on it? Ballard doing a great job keeping him at bay. Ballard, if you remember last week, he did a fantastic job defending me on worn out wet tires on the last lap of the Mid-Ohio race. So he's been really doing well lately, and props to him for stepping up his game. We got to go make sure we can get signed up for the production car challenge here. We'll register for that one in the old BMW. Here we go. Malone finally makes it around Thomas Ballard in through turn one, which is the main passing opportunity on this track. Although you saw I was able to get it done a lot of places on the cars that had some slower pace. So let's see here at the end. Malone's really pushing hard to catch up to Chad. Can't be too many laps left now that he's in clean air, but he closes the gap quickly on your race winner, Chad McNeese, who holds him off on the end. I heard an exclamation from Chad saying, "No, Malone." And it must have been, yeah, here it is. So he gets checked up into turn one by this lap traffic. Really throwing a wrench in things there. Ooh, who's this lap traffic? William Bastain. Never heard of him. He hasn't been here most weeks. So that brings Malone right into contention here. This has probably got to be the last lap. Used on all the curb on the exit there, trying to carry as much speed as possible. Chad McNeese still holding that lead pretty well, though. Malone takes the big cut on the inside. Tons of speed over the crest. Looking for a move down the inside. There's no place to do it here. Gets a good run out here. Oh, no, he drifts it through the outside, snaps it back the other way, and he's into the wall. Oh, man. Wish we had been there to pick up the pieces from that one. That would have been nice. But as it stands, it looks like Malone does bring it home. Fourth place, David Muller third, and Thomas Ballard in second. We'll take a look at those official results in just a second. All right, here's our results for this one. A huge iRating loss as we finish almost last place in a 1.9K lobby. So 102 iRating loss and 0.22 safety rating as well. A huge hit on both of those, but mostly just a bummer to not be able to make up any points on Malone or Parrish this week. With Malone with the wreck on the final corner of the last lap, and Kevin Parrish not being here this week, it was a good opportunity to try to score some good points. Although there wasn't a ton on the table with only a 1.9K strength of field. So Chad McNeese, big props to him, bringing home what I believe is his first win with the big crowd here. And man, it would have been fun to battle it out here at Classic Lime Rock. Thanks for watching.